Good morning, dear students. Today we continue from where we left off yesterday. A quick recap, though, before we go ahead. We were discussing Gandhiji's idea on resource conservation. What did Gandhiji say? There is enough for everybody's need, but not for anybody's greed. Then we went on to discuss land degradation and the causes of soil erosion. Again, I repeat, soil erosion is the removal of the top layer of soil by water, wind, air, etc. So, the causes of large scale soil erosion are dumping of waste materials, over irrigation, overgrazing, wastewater from industrial units, mineral processing like grinding, or spreading of dust, which leaves a deposit on the neighboring land. We continue now to land conservation measures. What is land conservation first? Land conservation is conserving or preserving land, using it carefully, sparsely, so that we can leave it for future generations. What are the various measures for land conservation? Soil erosion can be prevented by ending deforestation, grazing, encouraging afforestation, and practicing terrace farming in hilly areas. Afforestation is the planting of trees, while deforestation is the cutting down of trees and forests. So if we afforest, we are planting more trees, thus the roots hold on to the soil. Terrace farming, it's making stairs in hilly areas, thus growing tea and stopping the quick flow of the top layer of the soil. Preparation of shelter belts of plants. Mining activities should be controlled. New technology which reduces wastage should be adopted. Industrial waste should be chemically treated to remove the substances. Urban waste should be used for production of biogas and biomanure. Over irrigation should be stopped and new methods of irrigation should be followed. Now we move on to a very important topic, that is soil as a resource. How is soil as a resource? India being an agricultural country, students, we use soil as our base. We call it mother land, Matra Bhumi. Yes, so soil is the basis for our majority of our farming. What is soil? Soil is the uppermost layer of the earth's crust, which is broken loose and is very useful for plants and crops. What does soil consist of? What makes it useful for plants? Mineral matters such as sand, clay, and organic matters such as humus, bacteria, and the earth's worms. So it is non-living and living items. Soil is formed by the process of weathering. What is weathering? The changes in climate, heat, rains, winter, etc. As a result of weathering, a layer of loose rock materials is formed on the surface. If this remains for a long period of time and due to chemical and physical changes take place, these changes form soil. What are the factors, again, which influence soil formation? First, climate. I told you weathering. Climate decides the rate of weathering and type of vegetation. Topography. Topography of land decides the accumulation of soil. Nature of parent rock being the third. It decides composition and texture of the soil. Fourth, vegetation. Vegetation decides the amount of humus available in the soil. Now there are various types of soil. India being a large country, we have 6 varieties of soil: the alluvial soil, the red soil, the black soil, the laterite soil, desert soil, and mountain soil, each having their own characteristics and specialities. We start with the alluvial soil. If you can see, it is loamy, it is dark. Alluvial soil is the most fertile and widespread soil found in India, especially northern India. How is it formed? The alluvia brought by the rivers is deposited on the plains, causing it to form alluvial soil. It is specially found in the northern plains, Gujarat plains, and the coastal plains. The alluvial soil is divided into two, Khadar and Bangar. Khadar is the new soil, which is replaced every year. Bangar is the accumulated old alluvium soil. It contains nutrients such as potash, phosphoric acid, and lime. These make it fertile and good for growing crops such as sugarcane, rice, wheat, and pulses. We move on to the difference between Khadar and Bangar. I told you there are two types of soil. Children, you can remember Bangar and Khadar differentiation. Bangar is old. Do you remember Bangar is all the old items that we sell off? Khadar is new. Bangar is the largest part of the northern plain and is composed of the oldest alluvial soil, whereas Khadar is the floodplains formed by younger alluvium. The Bangar lies above the floodplains. They resemble terraces. What are terraces? Stair-like structures. Khadar is the soil, renewed every year, and it is very fertile. Bangar, soil of this region is known as kankar and has pieces of calcareous deposits. Khadar is very suitable for intensive agricultural activities. Therefore, if you see, the northern plain, the western and the eastern coast is known for farming, agriculture. That is the highest populated part of the entire country. We move on to the second category, the black soil. Black soil is also known as Regur soil. Why is it called Regur? Because Regur means cotton. This Regur or black soil is best suited for cotton cultivation. It is found in the Deccan Plateau. Which is the Deccan Plateau? The peninsular India, between the western and eastern Ghats. Here the soil is sticky when wet and it shrinks, it dries up, forming cracks when dried. An important characteristic of the soil is it is self-ploughing, yes, and develops white cracks when it dries. This black or Regur soil is rich in iron, lime, calcium, potassium, aluminium, and magnesium. But unfortunately, it is deficient or has shortage of nitrogen, phosphorus, and organic matter. What the color of the soil is deep black to light black. Deep black is what we now call midnight black and light black. It is found in the Deccan Trap region of Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Chhattisgarh. Thank you, students. We will continue tomorrow. Please read up to here for tomorrow